to the one and only Mr. TMI. Now check it. He's Mr. TMI, known as the Bear Man, aka homie the Black Sheep. He got the news, the stories, the topics, and so many things that you won't believe. Dropping these jewels and knowledge and giving advice and perspective on everything. He got them hard discussions, voter-driven, buzzing, tune in, don't miss anything. Bringing the best, a variety of different guests, keeping it real and less as they dress to impress. Every day chasing a check, follow, subscribing, request, it's time to decompress. Get everything off his chest, taking you guys on the quest into the mind of the podcast champion, and then telling y'all what he suggests. New season looking brighter, another level, take it higher. With all the info he acquired, giving whole stories the entire. Only here to inspire. Feel it heat, he on fire. Now hope that I got your attention, the champ in the building. Y'all watching Mr. TMI.
All right. Facebook hating already, god dog it. Hell yeah, these some bitch. Man, let me tell you something. I go live on Facebook. They got the video as only me. Why in the hell would I want to watch myself?
If you're vain like that, I don't know.
You damn right. So yeah. What's up, y'all? It's time. We back. TMI News, hosted by Mr. TMI Tate, Kenya B, and the infamous Thomas J. What up, y'all?
What happening? What's good?
What's up?
What's happening? What's happening?
How was y'all vacation real quick?
I don't think I was on vacation, actually.
The vacation from the show, man.
Oh, from the show. Oh,
y'all,
yeah.
damn it.
It was fun. Yeah.
Y'all make me sound like a slave driver.
Well, that's just my life. I mean, just my life. So.
Yeah, I ain't really had no vacation. I don't know.
All right, so Facebook got me as a only friend. So please, y'all two go to my page and share the damn video.
I did.
And then we gonna proceed with the show. So guess what, y'all? We back. It feels good to be back, but we ain't just back. Man, we got guests. We got guests tonight.
Oh wow.
Our first guest is none other than, man, I'm gonna tell you just like this, the hottest comedian in the DFW area today. But he ain't just froze there, because he's well known all around. None other than my boy, Mr. Corey Cap Hill. What up, Cap?
What up with you, man?
Hey, he'll get sorry. He a little delayed.
Yeah, they were getting some popcorn and stuff. Sorry, my bad.
Man, what's going on with you, Cap?
Chilling, man. Chilling on it, bro. Just working. You know me.
Man, let me tell you something. I wanted to bring you on here to kick it with us because we got a hell of a topic tonight. Tonight, man, we got to talk about the unfunny part of stand-up comedy, man. And I'm talking about just the things that people don't really understand that go on when it comes to being a stand-up comedian. So we gonna get into that. But first, y'all, I gotta bring something new to the show, man. And I think it's well needed, especially after the weeks we be having. And I know it's only Tuesday, but I'm talking about last week all the way up into now. I know that it's something, somebody, or a certain situation you want to slap the shit out of. So we got a new segment called Weekly Slaps.
I will slap you, man. I will slap the hell out of you. You don't play with me. You don't.
Larry, what the hell are you doing? Larry, you can't just.
I can't believe you just did that.
You want to say something? I ain't slapped a bitch in 2 weeks.
Hi, I'm with the Port Commission.
Yeah. I'm
Welcome to Athlete's Foot Family.
What's up? Hey, can you get my demo tape to somebody?
I will slap the hell out of you right now, Lee. Yeah? Yeah.
You
Yeah.
had to put that
Weekly
one.
slap. So check this out, man. I'm gonna kick it off because I got a certain someone in a certain situation that I wanted to slap the shit out of. Kind of still do want to slap the shit out of. But I'm not gonna say no specific names or anything. But you know who I'm talking to, motherfucker. Yeah. I don't go for any form of disrespect. I don't give a damn who you are, what your title is, or what you mean to any certain situation, you bastard. So for you to think that you could disrespect me and think that you can get away with it, you ain't get away with it. I'm just playing along. I want to smack that son of a bitch. That's my smack of the week. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to pass that shit because it don't take that long. Can you be? Who you want to slap shit out of?
Hold on, it do take long because I normally just don't be wanting to slap the shit out of nobody. I just slap them when I feel like it. You know what
It
I'm
could
saying?
be someone, a situation.
If you get out of line, I don't even be wanting to. I be like, I'm just gonna slap you right now. Then I might end up in jail, but I don't want to go to jail. Let me see. Who could I slap? There's a lot of people I could have slapped this week. I shouldn't say. No, I'm not gonna say that. No, I'm gonna say I could have slapped this girl. I call her. So I gave her a nickname at work, Fatty Patty. I just should have slapped her for just coming up in there with all that sheen equipment on that she had on. She thought she was looking cute. The shirt was too. Cause y'all know when these girls wear that sheen stuff, and she went to switch and buy, and then I smelled some onions. I wanted to slap the shit out of her. So yeah, but I didn't do it this time. Maybe next time.
Onion is offensive.
Thomas J. Who you want to slap? Who or what situation you want to slap shit out of?
Everybody on the northwest side of Dallas. I have no one in particular. It's just a bunch of them motherfuckers. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's more than 10. So yeah, pretty much everybody on the northwest side of Dallas. If I catch you out in these streets, it's a good chance you're gonna catch me.
Ow! So. Is that due to the fact of traffic?
Traffic, people, folks at work, associates, all that shit. You know,
everybody can get it.
Had that conversation earlier and shit. I ain't gonna drag it into this particular time, but yeah. Everybody catch your hands.
And we got to pass it over to our guest, Cap.
Yo.
Who or what situation you want to slap the shit out of?
Oh man. I have a couple people on my list. You understand what I'm saying? I got a couple people on my list that I've been hearing some rumblings about. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, well, that was early.
I'm sorry, I felt you. I felt the pain.
He felt you.
Felt the pain. So.
But yeah, I ain't gonna say no names neither because I like to sneak up on people.
That's right.
Yeah, I just pull up on you and then I'll slap you. There it is. That was on time. I appreciate it.
I got you, bro. I know how it goes.
And again, man, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Just anybody that feel like they can disrespect somebody based on their status or something like that, dude, I'm gonna slap shit at you. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. Because you think that status cover you all the way to the parking lot or whatever. Yeah, motherfucker. Anyway, let me get the hell off of that. Because
you sound agitated.
Oh, big time, Cap, big time. So look, man, let's get right into it on the real. I want to talk that shit, man, because usually we start with news and all that, and y'all know it's been some horrible news that I care not to even cover.
Don't even want to talk about it.
Don't even want to talk about it. So let's jump right into the topic, man. You know, we got two very experienced stand-up comedians here. And I'm not going to disrespect the game because due to the fact my ground game ain't been so strong, I don't count myself in that. However, I am a comedy connoisseur. I am a comedy intellectual. So therefore, my knowledge of the game is very strong. So I wanted to open up a conversation just talking about, man, the unfunny parts about stand-up comedy. It's unfunny. Like everybody see you get on stage and they hear your set and they so funny and everything, but they have no idea what it took for, first of all, for you. I don't think so either. For you to get there, and also just simply for you to stay there. So, man, Thomas J, if you don't mind, man, go ahead and open up, man, with some of the obstacles or some of the things that people just don't know about that happen in the game.
Oh shit. Well, one of the big issues I have is the gatekeeping. I know we talk about that a lot.
Facts.
And basically, for those that don't know what gatekeeping is, it's pretty much people that's kind of they started something in the comedy realm in whatever city, state, whatever they reside in, and they tend to, you know, they Capio kind of said something about it a few seconds ago. They kind of start making rumbles and start talking shit behind your back. It's a lot of it's real catty. It's more catty than what it needs to be, because if people realize it's enough money out here for everybody to eat, you know, there's so much money out here to make in comedy. There's so many different um ways to approach it, but you have those people that's been, well, this is my city, and I really hate hearing that shit. Oh, this is my city, so you got to go through me first to be able to do something here. It's kind of like, no, I don't.
Yep.
I really don't. I don't have to go through you for anything. I wouldn't mind working with you, but having to go through you to ask for nah, I don't do that. So that's one of the big things that I see that creates a divide that folks don't know about. It's a lot of division in comedy, especially at this level, and even at the higher levels. I've heard stories about the greats that do their thing, and they really make it make it hard for people to get booked. And don't be funnier than them. Don't be funnier than the headliner, because then that's really a problem and stuff like that. So, I ain't gonna steal all the stuff. I'll pass it over to Cap and stuff like that. But those are just some of the things that I've seen, help experience too. So.
Man, I'm gonna definitely pass this to Cap. It baffles me that, like you brought up, don't be funnier than the headliner. Explain to me how you turn that down.
You can't.
That's the thing. I don't.
Yeah.
You don't turn it down. You may agree to do it, but you don't never turn it down. Because,
right,
like, at the end of the day, when you come to this gatekeeping that he's talking about, your fans can be my fans too. They'll come see both of us.
exactly.
They'll go to one show with you. They'll go to one show with me. Why is it you trying to hold me back? So I'm gonna always go up there and do what I came to do. Can't no dude tell me that I can't talk about a certain subject. I don't care how big in the game you are. You know what I'm saying? Because you wouldn't have hired me unless you knew I was doing my job. The other unfunny part about comedy is the actual grind of it, man. Because see, my thing is, like Thomas J say, you don't have to be in cliques. I'm not in no clique, man. I got people that I mess with heavy. You know what I'm saying? But I can move anywhere around this city, and every promoter gonna say I'm a good businessman. So that's why they keep messing with me. I don't be like, oh, if two dudes beefing as promoters with me, I didn't have that. That ain't got nothing to do with business, man. I don't have no emotion in this. You understand what I'm saying? It's about work. It's about getting paid. It's about the people. That's the main thing I'm worried about. The behind the scenes stuff is tough. So, you just got to be able to stand on your ground with that. Another unfunny part about the game really is when you begin. You unfunny in the beginning, no matter how funny you think you are. You understand what I'm saying? Because you have to find your voice. You
Yep.
got to find where you're supposed to go with it. You got to find your rhythm. Comedy is a rhythm. It's just like music.
Absolutely.
And people don't want to take the time to really understand how it's supposed to work. And you can only do it one stage at a time and get 1 to 20 fans at a time. That's how you get where you're supposed to go, because you got to get people that'll come mess with you again. So
Right.
that's the unfunny part, is the grind of it.
Man, I'm gonna tell you just like this. I'm kind of in a weird position and spot when it comes to the game, because I know that people might say, how does he get it put in certain situations? Because we never see him on flyers, we never see him at clubs, open mics, and all this other stuff. And I always had that there's more than one way to skin a cat. I'm not your traditional dude type of style. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't have the desire to be seen on a flyer every week, every weekend, every 2 days. That's not my desire, because I ain't gonna lie. When people do pay to come and see what I'm gonna deliver,
I'm here for it. I ain't mean to cut you out, but I'm here for it. Put me on.
yeah.
Put me on.
Well, hey, we got you. But I'm saying, like, with me, I'm gonna be honest, man. I already know I'm an acquired taste, and I want folks, when they do come out to see me, to get their money's worth. And I know how I am. I can't tell you that if I got 3 shows in the next 2 days, I'm gonna give you the same energy all of them shows. So
You will.
I rather give quality than quantity. And outside of these 2 gentlemen here, I've seen a lot of quantity without the quality. What do you feel about now? Cap already said he's with it.
Oh, I'm with the shit.
But if you don't have the proper material, because we know it's a difference between trying to get your feel on stage, right? You got the material, but you're just trying to get your timing and all that other stuff, like Cap said. But when I hear your material and I hear the same lame, low-hanging fruit, in my opinion, that's you just quantity and not quality.
I mean, I'm gonna just jump in here on that, because every set you come up with, you got to build 5 minutes at a time. That's my philosophy, right? So you get 5 minutes most times at any open mic you go to. Your job is to create something that may be unfunny at first, but if you keep tweaking it, if you keep working with it, if you keep putting jabs in, if you keep taking away the stuff that's unnecessary, you can turn something that starts out unfunny into funny. You see what I'm saying? It's all about how much you take the time to. The main thing you need to do, if you're new in this game, is record yourself. Because then you can see yourself, you can see how you looked, you can see how you reacted when the crowd didn't laugh at your shit. You'll learn the facial expressions to do, or the mannerism to do, to find your set. You have to find your set. And at the end of the day, that's the hardest part, is finding your first 5 minutes. After that, it's pretty easy to just keep coming up with another 5 minutes, as long as you dedicated to it. So don't think just because you're not funny at the same time, you're just throwing away jokes. Because the quantity has to be there. I'm not gonna shit on what you just said, but at the same time, until you hit all these different stages and meet these different people, you're really not going nowhere. But I understand what you're saying, because I used to be a promoter as well. So I got relationships to where I could skip lines. You see what I'm saying? So that's where it happened. You know what I'm saying? Because I started in the game on your side. Now I'm on the other side. So, you know, I got to skip lines. I done did a lot of things in 7 years that comedians that's been in it 15, 16 can't do. You know what I mean? But that's because I cared about it. So that's the main thing about this comedy game, man. You got to care about yourself enough and care about making an impact and not sounding like nobody else. You got to find a lane.
So, Cap, do you think failing on stage is actually necessary to be a great comedian? I'm not a comedian. I'm just here on the show with these guys. So do you think that failing on stage is necessary?
It depends on what you call failing. I've never bombed. You understand what I'm saying? But I do know what a quiet room feel like. And that to me is worse than people booing.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I'd rather you go on boo and get me off of there than sit there and just listen to me, try to find the spot to go. That's tough. That's tough time when the crowd ain't giving you nothing.
Right.
I agree with that. What Cap said. I mean, I agree with both the gentlemen on here. But you know, you have to, in my opinion, you got to be able to write for everything. You got to be able to have your mind open for everything because you're going to get those crowds. You got to be able to work every crowd. You got to be able to work a crowd of 5 and a crowd of 500, and you can't be shaken by that. You know, like Cap said, a quiet room, man, that'll shake you to your core. I'll be the first one to say, my one and only time that I bombed, and I'm going to admit that because all my shows, I might have thought I did bad, but everybody told me I did great, so I'm gonna go ahead and let that shit ride. But the one time I did, and I think I explained it, before, I was doing a show at the House of Blues here in Dallas, like about 2.5 weeks after my brother had passed. I shouldn't have been up on stage at all. I was grieving, but I was trying to push through because listening to other people who are not a part of the game, like, oh man, this is when you write your best material and that. No, it's not. It's not when you write you need to get behind certain things because as a comedian, your brain is that's your moneymaker right there. You got to be quick. And I got up there. I had 15 minutes. I did 6 because I couldn't focus because I was thinking, and I don't know what the hell happened, And it shook me for a minute. I took a break. I took about an 8-month break, and I had to do some soul searching and stuff like that to get myself back into it. And I did. And like both of y'all, I've been on both sides too. I mean, I produce my own shows, so I've been on both sides of the coin when it comes down to this comedy thing. And to kind of go back to what Cap was saying, and add a little bit to it, you got to have your first. I used to say 7. Everybody say 5, but you got to look at it. I mean, sometimes the extra 2 minutes.
You got to push. Yeah, sometimes you got to push. Yeah,
push through it, man. But also, I'm a firm believer, and I've had this conversation with Tate a million times, man. Don't get set. Don't get caught up in your set so much because there's so much going on around you that you might miss a damn good opportunity to make something funny that people weren't even paying attention to.
Yeah.
So you got to be able to get into your set, possibly have a distraction, identify that, get on it, and then get back into your set. That takes some skill. It takes time. You have to be able to see. My brain runs at like 700 miles a minute, so I'm always looking around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When I get booked, the first question that I ask is, well, second question, because the first one is, what your budget look like?
Yeah, for real.
What that budget look like?
Hey, you know me, man. You gonna ask me what my budget look like? You know me.
$50 and shit, man. That was like 20 years ago. I can't do that shit no more. But no, I want to know how much time I got.
Right.
Because you sit and tell me okay, man, I want you to do 15. I'm gonna write about 30 minutes worth of material. And I might only do 10% of the stuff that I've written because once I get on stage, I'm scanning to see what's out there. And you have to be able to do that. Now, I'm not one of those comics that, focus on, making people nervous to sit in the front. Because one of the things that bother me the most, oh man, I ain't coming in, I'm sitting in the back. I ain't sitting in the front. Why? I don't want nobody. No, man, that's not the comedy that I do. And the people that I roll with, we don't do that. Now, and I tell this, and this goes to everybody that goes to a comedy show that's watching and listening right now. If a comedian speaks to you, speak back. Just, hey, how you doing, brother? I'm good. I'm cool. We're gonna ask a couple of questions because we're trying to feel out the room. We're trying to see what we're dealing with. But if you start giving that whole nonchalant or being quiet, now you done put a target on your back. Because now the show went from my set to about you, because now I'm about to make you real uncomfortable and shit like that. But I try to stay away from that. It's a lot of comedians that do that. Me personally, I don't like it. I don't like to go after people unless I'm provoked. But I don't think that your whole set should be out there talking bad about your audience and shit, because it makes people uncomfortable and make them not want to come see you. Oh no, man, he gonna talk about you and stuff. But I ain't sitting in the front. I'll sit in the back, whatever the case.
Boy, I hear that so much as far as I don't want to sit in the front. That Sit your
Man,
ass
sit your ass in
down.
the
Just
front, man.
be
You get some
good.
best stuff in the front, man. Really do. Don't be
So
looking
Yeah,
at
I don't do that either. You know what I'm saying? Now, like he said, to echo what that man just said, as a comedian, you can add time. And when I say push, like he said, he did 10 minutes. Somebody can tell you you're doing 10, right?
right.
But the show might be running late. The headliner might not even be there. That you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? And they'll come and they'll whisper at you on the side of the stage, we need 5 more minutes.
Yep. Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So you can't go in there with just 10 minutes. You see what I'm saying? You got to go in there with, like you say, 20, 30, because you never know what it is. And then on the flip side of that, like you said, your life got to be centered around finding a joke and everything. So people can sit front row at my show, and I'm not going to score on you. But at the same time, if you do something obvious that everybody else saw, I'm going to say something to you. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not going to do it in an uncomfortable way. But
Right.
that's adding time to my set. That's what I call
Yeah.
bumpers. Yeah, them
Yeah.
bumpers to where now I've got the audience laughing and I ain't told my next joke yet. So
Absolutely.
you always look for your bumpers to increase your time.
Yep.
And me, the 5 times I've been on stage, fuck y'all, man. I'm getting there. It's the people that talk loud. Like if you talking so loud that you're kind of throwing me out of my idea, I'm gonna have to address that. It was one situation where I literally saw this one dude heckle every last comedian that got up on stage. So I ain't gonna even lie. I knew he was gonna do me. The only thing I remembered was my first joke. Because I said, if he say something, I'm diving down there on his ass. And sure enough, he did. Let's just say I had that son of a bitch running all up underneath them tables. So he helped me because I had a hell of a set and I cracked one joke that I planned on cracking. So that I plan on telling. I don't want to say cracking and shit, but that I plan on telling. So, but I want to go back to something because we talking about the unfunny parts of comedy, of stand-up comedy. And Thomas J mentioned something about, going through grief while you are doing your job, because this is your job. Yep. But we know things happen. And I'll be honest, I had a ball at Laugh-A-Mania 1. There was nothing going on. I feel like I did a great job on stage. We kicked it, whatever. But Summer Comedy Slam, which was the second show after that, my little cousin died in a car accident that day. And I'll be honest, I bombed, in my opinion, at my own show. So I'm not going to talk about me. I want you gentlemen, because y'all have way more experience, to talk about, when you're going through something, but you still got to do your job. Where's your mind? How do you do that?
I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. Everything about my comedy is built on the pain that I went through. Getting divorced, being away from my kids, being put on child support. So I took that pain and I turned it into funny. And how I do that is Corey can have the worst life outside the stage. But I feel like as a comedian, I have an alter ego. Cap Hill don't got no problems.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? When Cap Hill walk in, I'm gonna be the same dude every time because we not the same. You understand what I'm saying? I put on this space for this, and I can go back to being me after I give these people what they need. So is it hard? Yeah. But if you put yourself in the mind frame of saying, hey, when I walk in here, I'm gonna laugh tonight. I'm gonna have a good time. So there's no need to hold on to this grief because that's what laughing is about. Facts. So when the first comedian get on before me and I'm in their set and I'm laughing at them, I'm not thinking about what I got going on outside when I get back in my car. So I try to separate it as much as I can.
Absolutely. It's I always call it the dual identity as well. So like Batman, Bruce Wayne kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not gonna see Bruce Wayne. You're not gonna see that. You're gonna see and usually with me, except for that one time, man. What's wrong with me? Once I get that first laugh, it's on. I'm nervous until I get up. Once I get that first laugh, you know, I got bubble guts, all kind of shit going on. I mean, y'all don't realize what we go through before we tell that first joke. You know, my stuff starts from the day I get booked. You know, it might be 3 weeks out, might be 2 weeks out. And the first week I'm like, all right, cool, it's whatever. But the week of the show, oh man, I can't do nothing right. Everything just going wrong on the inside. And then once I get on stage, man, I mean, when I get that first laugh, I turn into something else. You know, and it used to be hard to get through stuff. It used to be hard to kind of separate it and everything like that, depending on what it is that sits on your shoulders and stuff like that, man. But you have to, like with everything in life, man, you got to be able to, you know, put things in certain places until you can come back and get it. You know, my job is to go out here and make people laugh, and I love doing it. You know, that's the reason why I do it. If I could do it for free, I would. I'm not lying. It's not one of those things where I'm just kind of. I truly mean it because I got into comedy because of my mother. You know, out of all of her kids, you know, in my mind, I believe that I was the funniest when I made her laugh the hardest, you know, every time. So, you know, I started my comedy career on her birthday umpteen years ago, you know, um, and I channeled all of the stuff that I used to go through, and you know, like Cap said, I mean, it's pain, it's joy, it's all that stuff, man. I write stuff based on my life, you know. Um, Everybody's worried about somebody stealing a joke and all that stuff like that, man. Look, it's only so much we can talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And like Cap said, you're not gonna tell me, uh, you know, what I can and can't talk about. You know how many times I've done a show and somebody went and covered a topic and I was coming up behind them and they had covered something that I was like, damn, uh, well, guess we're gonna be talking about this shit twice tonight because I'm not going to, or I can kind of get, you know, I usually keep a shit ton of jokes in my phone anyway. So um, if I got to move some stuff around, I will, you know. But um, for the most part, man, I just get up there and I black out. Man. You know, some of my best shows that I've done, I don't even remember half of the shit because you know once I get that rhythm going and people just laughter is infectious. It's like an adrenaline rush, actually. You know, um, you get you get your ass up there and you just hitting that stuff. You having that awesome set, and you just don't want to stop. You just want to keep going because you got paid to go up there and make these people laugh. And once you get them laughing, man, you're like, shit, I'm on it. You know, I'm about to get this. You know,
I'm the Jay, the sentimental person of y'all group, huh?
huh?
Oh
So
yeah. Oh
you're the
yeah.
sentimental person of our group, huh?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
It's kind of scary too because he go from fucking sentimental to bear in the drop
That's
of a
what I'm saying.
goddamn.
Yeah, that was a very eloquent soliloquy you just did there,
Yeah.
my brother.
So let me tell
Appreciate
you
it. Thank
something. Let me tell you something.
Oh, let me
Let me tell
answer
you something.
Sean real
Thomas,
quick. Just said something.
yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
about to hit 50 in November. I've been doing comedy since I was 19. I started out at All Jokes Aside back in Chicago. Shit, what was that? I want to say like 95 or so like that. 94, 95. I started out back then. I was underage. I wasn't supposed to be there, and I went in under my manager's name, and I completely forgot about it because we were sitting there. It was the open mic, and Damon Williams, one of the vets in the game. Shout out to Damon Williams. He was hosting that night, so he was like, you know, give it up for Randy Williams. I'm just sitting there like, who the fuck is Randy? Where he at? And my manager sitting right next to me. He elbowed me. He's like, that's you, fool. Go. Oh shit, my bad. Went up there, and you know, I was about to hit the yes, Sean, 50. Shut up. Um, I started my set, but then there was two chicks sitting right in the front. They wanted to make themselves sing apparently because they started heckling, and my little 6 minutes was all about them. And I say I roasted them. Cause see, I'm the youngest of like 9, 10 of us, I think, or some shit like that. So I've had to fight for my life my entire life. So I was also small, so I had to learn how to be quick with it. So
Man.
That was a long,
Yeah,
Your
we
big
ain't
ass ain't never been small.
like you.
Yeah,
long,
your big ass ain't never been small. Boy, you came out 11-7.
See, of course, and I'm sitting up here trying to monitor the comments and
Look,
stuff,
man.
and then here you with some
Look,
bullshit.
I was 5'3" up until like sophomore year of high school. Yeah, y'all
Yeah,
quiet.
that's how it works.
Ain't that a bitch? Y'all-
yeah, and then all those super tacos, motherfucking jute apples, the
Hey,
gyros,
hey, hey,
Italian beef,
hey, man.
Beans and cornbread for sure.
No, I don't eat
pieces.
cornbread, man. I don't eat that shit. I leave that to y'all, man. I don't mess with
Oh,
cornbread.
that's
Man,
below you. Okay.
No,
man,
it's
let
just
me
I
tell
don't
you.
mess. I don't like. I'm a texture person, man. I don't like cornbread.
And you
Okay.
see how I wanted to talk about. You see how like sensitive he is right now. Let a
He,
cargo
he,
pass.
he is in his, he in his feelings today. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can feel it.
For real.
Cap. Let
I'm gonna come
let
to
a
your house.
cargo pass his
Come to your house.
microphone and cut him off. I bet you that motherfucker snap.
You know what I'm talking about?
I got road rage issues, man. So
Yeah, he been getting it off his chest all show.
hey, man, I'll
Man.
grab you about the car if I can reach you. I'm telling you, I ain't got time. I hate.
So
Now,
we talking about the unfunny parts of stand-up
yeah,
comedy.
I got one more for y'all, man. Make sure
Go for
you
it.
deal with the promoters the right way.
Yes.
There are a lot of promoters who will promise you a lot of things. I've had promoters promise me plane tickets, hotel rooms, and I'm going on a whim because of something somebody said and got no confirmations. That is the unfunny part of comedy as well. Make sure you get your business right before you just be going out of town or going, you know what I mean, even up the street without making sure your business in order.
And
Because
can I
these promoters will take advantage of you and they'll say, I'm gonna pay you after the show. And then all of a sudden, because the people they thought were gonna show up didn't show up, it's your fault.
And
damn
dough ain't do what it was supposed to.
the dough didn't do right?
Fuck that.
So,
dough.
so
Yeah,
how did
my
y'all
job
deal
ain't
with
just
that financial
I'm
side?
supposed to promote. Huh?
How y'all deal with that
What
financial side when you got them janky promoters that's on some BS? And I'm assuming early on in your career, how did you deal
yeah,
with that moving forward?
I don't want to talk about it,
Get
but I
contact.
got my bread.
Right.
Yeah, ready to
But
hit you with that
you
dough.
gotta understand, it just all depends on the guy. I tell all comedians now, if a dude can't send you $20 to lock you in and you don't know him, he ain't talking about nothing. Even if you take your deposit all the way down to just, bro, send me something to know that I'm gonna get paid on the back end. Get something on the front end to show he committed to the show. He committed to you being there. Because everybody can do a fly on their phone right now. But that don't
Facts.
mean that he a true promoter. All these dudes out here that's trying to promote, half of them be hustling. They trying to get you to use your talent, not pay you, and sneak out the back door. You got to watch for that. So you
So
just got to deal with. You got to know who you're dealing with.
so if you don't mind, I got to speak on this side of the game because that's the side that I have been in the most recent. And when it comes to promoting, man, at the end of the day, man, it's all business, right? So
Yes,
we all know in business, your reputation, speaks a lot.
it
And
does.
and your one time doing business with someone can cost you future business with others, right? So
That's true.
I'm gonna tell you just like this. Me, when I put the promoter hat on, I always put myself in position of the comic, meaning I never leave the liability on the talent. I hire the talent. I have the money for the talent put to the side. So therefore, if I don't sell one ticket, the talent getting paid. I'll take the hit because I'm the promoter. I'm the one putting the risk. I'm assuming the risk for this show because it's my show. So in saying that, I also don't depend on the talent to do all the promoting of the show, because that's another thing where on this side of the fence, if certain talent know that they're getting paid, regardless of what the outcome is, they won't promote the show. So it's a fine line when it comes to being the promoter and being the talent. Because again, y'all know, y'all was on the cards, y'all know what's up, y'all know how we work. Contract, sign the contract, you walk through the door. Either you go on the stage, you deliver, but right when you get off that stage, you say thank you, and you hear a bell ring in your pocket. Because your money is gonna be there. And if it ain't right, we gonna get it right. But again, like Cap said, it's too many slicksters out here. It's too many people out here trying to get over. So therefore, you run into foolishness, but you also run into foolishness when it comes to the talent, because you got to understand this. When the promoter is promoting the show, when you promote, it costs money, right? So when somebody leave you hanging, whether they cancel at the last minute or they don't deliver or they deliver something different, it all costs you money as the promoter. So again, that right there, it's a fine line. It's all like, again, it's like owning a business. You want to treat your customer right, but you don't want to take abuse from the customer either.
And I mean, to kind of get on that too, you know, and here's a little bit of game for anybody that's up and coming. You know, once you get your hours in and people start booking you, it's best practices to get you a contract, you know, and have it stated in there, you know, give me half up front and the other half is paid to me once I'm done. If they don't even want to pay you up front, then you need to go ahead and leave. You need to not even take that gig.
Can I be honest?
All booking ain't good booking, huh?
Can I be honest when it comes to that?
Yeah.
You got to also understand where you at in the game. And what talent level you at, because all talent levels can't ask for that.
This
money
is true,
up front.
but it can also be a let you know what you're dealing with. Because if someone said, "Okay, yeah, I mean, I probably can't give you half. I'll give you, you know, maybe 25%, and I'll give you the rest, you know, the day of the show." I'm cool with that because that lets me know that you're at least serious about it. But like Cap was saying, I mean, you know, if you present stuff like that to people like contracts and shit like that, if they back out or they say, "Nah, man, I ain't got no contract," you probably don't want to be doing business with them, because what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to be chasing you after the show. I'm not going to be looking for you, you know, man, where do you go? Because now I'm at to hold one of your employees hostage until you show your damn face or something like that. Because somebody going to pay me before I go or get in my goddamn car and go home. So if you don't want your loved ones coming up missing for, you know, my fee, then just go ahead and pay me when I get there or after my set.
So Tay, you said like it depends on the talent. So I got a question. So your price is your price. No, if you feel like you talented enough to ask for your half, why can't you? Because that's your price. That's you. I'm telling you, this is what I'm worth. That's what I'm bringing to the table. It don't matter if you just now starting out or not. So
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. All right, so cool. You right. Your price is your price. But can you beat? You got a Casio keyboard at your house right now, right? And I say, "Oh, I like that Casio keyboard." And I'm talking about that little one with the doom doom on the motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I say, "Hey, sell that to me." And you say 1,500. Okay, well, you'll be keeping that son of a bitch. Because I'm not paying you no 1,500.
Which is good.
That's the same way talent can say, "Hey, my fee is $250." And it's like, motherfucker, I know you worth $25. I'm only asking you to do 5.
If you don't believe in your own fee,
do 5 minutes.
that somebody else believe in your fee. If that's your fee, that's your fee. It don't matter.
He's actually about to go. He was making a point too, though, Kenya. Because again, I've done both sides. But if I'm only asking you to be an opener, you only doing like 5-7 minutes, you come to me asking for some damn 200 or 100 anything. No, I'm good, man. I'm gonna go ahead and
okay.
Now, when you start asking for, you know, larger dollar amounts and stuff, that means you have the ability and you have done it before where you can do 25, 30, 40 minutes and stuff like that. So, you know, when you know that you can do that and you've done it then you can actually ask for that. And if they want you, they're gonna fucking pay for you. So I
Wait,
mean,
and let me plug something in too. Also, can you draw? Because that got a
right,
lot to do with it.
right.
Can you draw a crowd?
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck how funny you are. If you
yeah,
can't draw, then it ain't no money coming through the door.
yeah.
So who are you to ask for 2,500 when you can't draw 30 people?
Oh, that better be a goddamn stadium or something.
That's what I'm saying.
there. So,
That's
but
what I'm
also,
saying.
and here's another dark side of comedy as well. Your fan base, your fan base. So here's the thing, and I'm gonna be a little bit and all of y'all that's saying I'm being sensitive, y'all kiss my ass. You know, so I just speak passionately about what I love to do, which is comedy. So y'all go to hell.
Wait, hold
And I
on
wish-
real quick before you get into that.
Yeah.
Chef D, Ken Shields, Sean already over here. Anybody that's on Facebook, we can't see your comments or anything. Please come over to YouTube. That's where we're reading all comments. My cousin Kim, come on over to YouTube. Dre, come over to YouTube. All of y'all, come over to YouTube because we can't see your comments. Facebook tripping. So there you go.
So,
what the hell? You done forgot your shit?
I didn't see a moment, man. Yeah, I just forgot what the fuck I was talking about.
Well, yeah, it happens, bro.
But it's all right. I mean, it's just being passionate about it. So no, I'm just saying, like, you have to, like you said, can you draw? If you can't draw, it's not always the talent's fault. Your people, your fan base. Let me explain something to y'all. It hurts. We might not say nothing about it, but it does hurt. Like, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna be out the show. I'm coming. Okay, cool, got you. Well, I got this many people that they gonna show up. Yeah, they're gonna show up for me. And then when you don't show up, it's kind of like, damn. One of the things I can't stand, and I can go grab a dozen comedians that will tell you this, that they hate this phrase too. When your next show?
Oh,
tell me when your next show, man. I'm gonna come to your next show. Nah, man. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post it, and you just go from there. I'm done with individual invitations and shit. I don't do individual invitations anymore. I post it, I comment on it, and I'm gone. As far as just reaching out, like, hey, bro, I got a show coming up. You gonna come out, right? Yeah, man, I'll be there. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. Y'all don't understand how we take that shit to heart because one, I'm looking for my family to show up. Like, yeah, my people are gonna be out there in the audience. So the comfort level, kind of it gets up there. Even at free ticket, comp ticket. Look, I've done a show. I've done 2 shows at the Laugh Factory in Chicago, and both times I had a comp list of 20 people. Majority of them were family and stuff. Only 2 of my family members showed up. I was grateful for them, but all the other people I put on there didn't show up. Comp, it means it's free. I mean, all you gotta do is go to the door, tell them your name. Here you go. Enjoy the show.
Can I say something to that too? Can I say something to that too? Although we love for folks who go on and buy tickets to support, I can't make a chair laugh. A lot of people think that that's support, but in a way that's kind of hurting because that's a seat that somebody could have physically sat at that now is empty. It's paid for, but it's empty. So although we appreciate, I'm gonna buy a ticket. No, bodies in the building is the most important because when people see that you can draw a crowd, that's what gets you gigs.
If you're gonna buy a ticket and you're not gonna show up, just give it to somebody. Gift it to somebody. Gift it to somebody so they can come and enjoy themselves.
Keep that up, King.
So they can tell you, like, hey, I had a great time at your cousins or your brothers or your uncle's show. I appreciate it. Thanks for the hookup. Now I'm a fan. That type of stuff. But I mean, that's one of the dark sides that people don't know. That shit does hurt when you sit and keep asking me when my next show, and they never show up. Now you gonna ask me again, and I give you some attitude, like, man, why you being like that? Well, because you fucking lied to me for the last 8 shows and stuff like that. I would like to have seen you out there, because especially if you ain't never seen me perform. Like, yeah, we may have grown up together, but this is a different version of me that you've never seen. You know what I'm saying? So that's a really dark side that people don't. At least I'm speaking for myself. I can't speak for Cap. I can't speak for Tate, but I know that when people constantly ask, "Hey man, when's your next show?" and they never show up, that kind of bothers me. It bothers me a lot, you know.
Well, being the promoter / the talent, I definitely understand that. Cap came back. He had to go
Yo.
boo boo.
No,
Take a shit.
phone ran out of battery, man. I'm on the charger right now.
Facts.
But I came back into a good one. I'll say this, like I say, I look at stuff, you know, certain ways, and I feel like when somebody that came and seen me perform before, I'm okay with that once. You know what I'm saying? But the real job of a comedian is to, because I understand as somebody who's been a person that's in comedy, you don't want to come and see somebody do the same jokes that they just heard 2 weeks ago.
Man,
You see what I'm
Facts.
saying?
you want to sell a DVD with
So
the same jokes on there.
that's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, it's all about getting new fans. You dig what I'm saying? Like
Right.
your job is to pick up one new fan every time you get on stage. If somebody don't want to follow you, I take the money, but I go and do some shows for free just because of the opportunity to meet people I wouldn't have met
Yes.
prior to that opportunity. You see what I'm
Yes.
saying? So, you know, just make sure when you go into a room, somebody who's new to you, not that known you, because that's not who's gonna get you on. It's the strangers that's gonna get you on. You
Yes.
can't sell out no theater until 15,000 strangers want to come see you. So that's the grind. You ain't got 15,000 family members no way. So who cares?
Right. Well, my wife do, but that's different. Anyway,
The Rolling
you
Stones.
got it's about 15,000 goddamn in-laws. I
Oh,
promise
okay,
you.
well, yeah, well,
Yeah,
you know,
I want
I
to
just
believe
know
Chef
I ain't
Dominic.
got it. I know I ain't got it. So yeah, I just
Yeah.
try to get somebody new every day to go look me up.
Dude, as soon as me and my wife got married, I was a grand uncle or whatever the fuck.
Hey,
Hey,
hey.
Chef D said in her business, she required 50% non-refundable deposit to secure the date, and then the remaining balance is due in 2 weeks. Chef D, 2 weeks before the event. Chef D, that's because the food you be cooking. Everybody know. It's
Yeah,
different when you
I
cook
ain't
that
cooking.
food.
I wouldn't cook some ramen noodles if I ain't get paid for it first.
What? And
Yeah,
I'm stupid
yeah,
and petty.
I ain't gonna waste that food and don't get paid.
Hey, Cap, I'm stupid and petty. I probably would bring a bunch of packs of noodles to their event and
Just pass
boil
it
them
out.
some of
Pass it
business.
on out. There you go.
Boil
You.
and
There
be
you go.
passing
Yeah.
out
Beef or
proud.
chicken? You want beef or chicken?
You want cheese on your noodles? You want some chopped onions? Boy, I'll hook
Yeah.
your damn noodles up.
Everybody, nigga, you been to jail before? Like,
Yeah.
don't worry about it.
So here's another thing, y'all, because we all have experienced this, and it's unfunny, man. And Thomas J, you hinted on it a little earlier. That right before you go on stage, nervous, boo-boo feel.
Yeah. I've been doing
Dealing
this
with that
a long
and
time.
having people run up in your face playing before your show is not the time. It's not the time.
No.
How do you gentlemen handle that? Do y'all steer off alone, or do y'all what goes on?
Absolutely. I'm it depends on where I'm at. If I'm I'm sorry, Cap, but if I'm like you know, second up, feature, whatever the case may be, I'm not even in the building. I'm usually outside, just kind of, you know, trying to get myself together, get my thoughts together, going over my set 2 more times and stuff, because it's all about where you put your jokes. You know, your jokes should be able to flow. You know, it's not gonna happen all the time, but it should be. So when I'm not in the building, I'm outside, you know, trying to stay away from everybody because you know you got everybody up to you. And if I'm in the room, the way my brain works, like I've seen Cap several times, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You ain't lying when you introduced them. I mean, and I'm not saying this just because you're on there, because I actually did another interview last week about you, and I shouted you out and shit. One of the most realest geniuses in this fucking industry right now. So if y'all haven't seen him yet, man, if he come to your town, or when he come to your town, you come down here and you see him doing a show, go see this man. But
Yes,
anyway,
appreciate it.
If I'm in a room with him and he's telling jokes, it might be one that might not hit or whatever the case may be. Now my brain is thinking like, man, what if he'd have came at it like this? And now I'm trying to restructure a joke and shit like that and trying to help him out throwing myself up. I need all the time I can get before I get up on stage because the stomach already inside out. And one thing don't ever do, and this is just me, don't fucking drink before you get on stage. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It is not a fun. That's not fun at all. That's because them lights be hot. Your stomach is messed up. Yeah, you don't need all that type of shit. You don't need that problem. So we don't need none of that problem. So
Cap, how you deal with it, man?
Hey man, like I say, I'm if I'm the feature, even if I'm the person that comes in, so I'm the person that likes to see the crowd. So regardless of where I am, I'm gonna be in the building. I understand what Thomas J saying because you'll listen to other comedians and that can influence you. But when it's time for me to go on stage, I don't know if y'all done seen it, but I sneak over just to a little corner to myself and my eyes closed. So anybody that will come disturb me, it gotta be an emergency. Because I
Right.
make it known I'm in my zone. My eyes closed. I'm talking through my shit. I'm trying to get my stuff together. Don't come disturb me right now. And I ain't really had nobody ever do that. So that's kind of my thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to run through, and I don't go through my whole set. I'm just going through my topics. Make sure you talk about this, swing to that, swing to this, swing to that. You know what I mean? So I'm in my head about where I want to go and the direction I'm trying to go based on the crowd I saw before I went up there. You understand what I'm saying? So I do the crowd work based on seeing what I see beforehand. So then I can go out and talk to somebody without offending them. I can come up with a joke that just points out something obvious rather than something that offends them. So I'm a people watcher. So I get a lot of my crowd work from just watching people. But I go into my zone about 5 minutes before I'm about to hear my name. And I zone everything out. It ain't nobody in there but me at that point. And then I just go knock it out.
I'm gonna tell y'all this, man. I ain't gonna lie. I never get a time alone before it's time for me to get on the stage. Never. Honestly, you know, when it comes to my shows, of course, I'm being pulled left and right, and that's a very hard thing to do. Is promote a show that you're part of the talent.
that's the way of doing it.
I remember literally I was being pulled in the promoter direction as they were introducing my name on the stage for one of the events. So, and then I go back to thinking about when I did a couple of shows where I was just talent. I'm really sitting in the crowd and I'm a part of the crowd. I'm just laughing at the comedian. And I know that I'm not going to, you know, do what Thomas J or yourself said as far as restructure their joke because I'm too busy trying to remember my own shit. I can't have that. I personally can't have that time alone because I make it bigger than what it should be.
Yeah.
And I'll be literally shaking and fucking talking my way up out of it. So that's just me. That's just me. Man, don't your stomach hurt? You know you can. You know you ain't got to do it if you don't want to. Just go to them and tell them. I'm telling you, I got voices that be telling me some shit.
That sound like schizophrenic, but I ain't gonna talk about that right now. That's not the show for that.
Right.
But I will say this, man, and I mean, join. Help me out if you want to, Cap. I mean, you have to make time for that. You know what I'm saying? I know you're a promoter and stuff, but if you're a talent, you gotta get away somewhere. Shit, go live. So you gotta go to the bathroom or something. But you need that moment to separate.
No. I be having the boo boo. I really
don't go in there and do it.
You gotta do it. But while you shitting, make sure you thinking about your set.
So speaking of the set, and this will be the last thing that we cover. This will be the last thing we cover.
Yeah.
I want to know from y'all the week before, how many times have you restructured your set in your head?
Every
it ain't even no damn number.
5 minutes before it said,
thank you.
I didn't restructure my set.
Right. It's a 1,000 times, man. Especially when you constantly, if you know you got a fire set that you've been working on, your ass, you going over it like at least 5-6 times a day. When I was driving out in the field, I would go over my set. I mean, I'm starting from, I'll have my intro music playing on the radio, then I'll turn it off, and then I would just go through my set. By the time I get home, shit completely different. I'm like, that worked better right there. And like Kev said, 5 minutes before the damn show starts, before you go up there, it's like, or you gonna come up with something else. Like, you know what? That might fit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try something new. Especially
Yeah,
when
I'm
you got
thinking of, especially if you got the material, you know, like me and Thomas, yeah, we both got material. So by us seeing the crowd, if it's more married people, I got more married people material. If it's single people, I got more single people material. You see what I'm saying? So you kind of adjust like, oh, I was gonna talk about that. That might not hit because ain't nobody in here going through that. You see what I'm saying?
There you go.
So you gotta be able to be flexible.
Hey Cap. Tell Kenya B, don't come take no picture with me then, because you're gonna have that little shit smell look on your face.
It's that warm,
damn, I thought he was
doodle
cool,
water
but he
on
kind
you.
of smelled like a little hint of shit. Just a little hint of shit.
She was too nervous to wipe good. Yo ass, you better get some dude wipes or something.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, man, let me tell you something. This has been an absolute bomb. We usually do our man law violations. We're not gonna do that tonight because we don't want to run too long. In my opinion, this was a show full of, man, very valuable information when it comes to whether you have just started the game of stand-up or you've been in the game. You can always learn. And you know, I'm gonna tell you just like this. There is no comedian on the face of this earth that has never bombed. From the terminology of bombing. Even Richard Pryor bombed. He bombed on his special and had to come and shoot it the next night. Also, in bombing, there's no failure. There's nothing but lessons that you learn. Oh, shoot, that didn't work. Let me try it this way. Oh, I could have did this. So on and so forth. So you're always learning. You're always growing. There is no failure. The only failure is to not do it. So in saying that, man, Cap, give us your final thought. Thomas J, can you be as well? Cap, we're gonna start with you. You the guest, bro.
Oh yeah, man. Like I say, I tell young comedians this, man. Like I say, never trash a joke. You just build around your punchline. If you find a punchline that is funny to you and that, you know what I'm saying, build around that. Just build up to it because your setup is just as important as your punchline. Because if you don't bring them into the story, then you're going to lose them. So just make sure you build up to your punchline or and then do some shit that called callbacks. That's all like experience stuff, though. You see what I'm saying? Just get in the game and do your thing, and it'll come to you naturally if you study the greats. But that's what I did. So yeah, just make sure you keep studying the greats. It's some unhappy times, but I tell everybody that I mess with, this is the greatest job I've ever had in my life. I ain't never in my life got paid to laugh. So you can't beat it if you're good at it.
Thomas.
My little bit of knowledge I'm gonna throw out there is always get to know your crowd. Don't get complacent. I'm gonna tell y'all what Damon Williams told me umpteen years ago, man. Make sure you stay up to date on current events. You can make anything funny. It's all about timing. That's it. You can make anything funny. It's just about your timing. So know your crowd. Make sure you stay like Cap said. Don't study the greats, man. You know, if you ain't got a top 5, then you ain't doing something right. You're not paying attention to the game.
True.
That's real.
Ain't that
you don't have a top 5, you ain't paying attention to the game, and you need to. I'll tell you this real quick, and I'm out. Patrice O'Neal, God rest his soul. I watched Elephant in the Room one time.
Greatest special of all time.
Would you tell him, Cap? Would you tell him? It made me go back into the lab and redo how I approached the stage. Because his first 25 minutes, you can't tell me that was not off the top of his head. That was not, none of those jokes were written. That was all improv. Yep. It was just amazing. So if y'all never seen it, I think it's on YouTube. It's called Elephant in the Room, Patrice O'Neal, one of the greats.
I think it's a must.
And I'm gonna say one more thing before I go too. And I want people to understand this because this is the real part of comedy. Comedy is like a daddy, man. Everybody ain't got one.
Oh.
So sometimes you got to know when it's time to get out of there. Everybody ain't good at this shit. And I'm done.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Yeah. Hey, can't get.
Hey y'all, check this out. Hey, I'm gonna ask, can you be? We know you're not a comedian. However, what are your expectations when you go to watch somebody do comedy? Boy, you stupid.
To be like, I don't know, you gotta be real good because I'm really not I really honestly do not crack jokes. I do not look at comedy at home. TMI know that. So when I can't, like, if you could get me to laugh at your show, you funny, because I am just not, that's just not who I am. So I like being on here with y'all. I ain't gonna call y'all no clowns or no fools or nothing like that. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about y'all. But yeah, I expect you to like really be able to bring the fire, not something that I done heard before, or just put your own spin on it, because I done been to comedy shows. It seems recycled, but it's not recycled because it's the person that's in front of me that's doing it, and they facial expressions that make it real funny. So, and I do not sit in the front because I do not want to get roasted. But I'm gonna start getting in the front now.
Get in the front.
Yeah.
Get in the front. Because
Don't be
actually,
scared of
I'm not even looking at the front. My focus is more in kind of that middle.
Thank you for telling me.
Yeah, that middle is where my eyes kind of rest. But I'm gonna say this. At the end of the day, man, I love this. You gotta love it. And when you love something, man, you care for it, you build it up, you do your research, you sweat, you grind, you fail, you prosper, you do all of that when you love something, man. And at the end of the day, I don't know about y'all gentlemen, but on my tombstone and at my funeral, I just want folks to say, man, I remember that time he made me laugh. Because they'll always remember that. That's something they'll always take with them. So that's just me saying that. But I do want to put this out here, man.
Now he getting sentimental. Okay.
Yeah. You saw it? You saw it?
I felt it.
Boy, I tried.
Y'all make me want to do a poem and talk about
that was that goddamn acting. You saw that acting? Boy,
I was gonna do a poem for y'all, man. When the leaves and the trees blow, you understand?
Hey, Cap, what you got to promote, man? What you got going on?
Oh man, I got a show October the 2nd at Big Lads, Fort Worth, 7 o'clock. Make sure you pull up. Got my podcast. There ain't no conflict of interest, so I can just put it out there. We tape on Wednesday. We drop every Friday on YouTube, the Argument Sports Show. You know what I mean? Sponsored by Elite du Jour. That's where the shirt come from. So doing a little plugging. Yeah, man, we just working out here, man. Just go to Corey Cap Hill on Facebook, go to Cap Hill Comedy on Instagram, and you can stay up to date on everything I got going, man, because I'm out here working. You better believe it.
Facts, man. Hey, Cap, again, man, I definitely appreciate you. You already know, I always go back to that conversation in the parking lot.
You my guy, man. You my guy, man.
So I appreciate you, bro. I've seen Cap become a monster. So, man, keep killing them. Thomas J,
man, you keep being great like that too, man, because you helping a lot of people out here, bro.
Facts. This dude, your name is like, when your name is brought up in these streets, bro, is very well respected, Thomas J. I want you to know that, brother. So the work that you have put in, the work that you have put in, and your name is the reason why I wanted to work with you, bro. And it's an honor having this man as my comedy brother, my brother, period, man. So thank you. We got a lot of shit we got to do. But in the meantime, man, what you on?
So this weekend I'm gonna be over at Walmart bagging people's stuff and then rearranging like the baby aisle.
And I thought you were really gonna say some stuff.
I know. See, I did that. That's acting right there. See that? So that
Right.
No, but for real, I'm gonna be I'll probably be over at Best Buy stealing about it. They don't have the people in there like they used to. And
right.
Where's the Best Buy that's still open? Yeah, that is stealable.
Yeah. They really got like 7 people that work in there. That's like all day. It's not even. You can get out of there with some nice stuff if you play.
Hey man, me and you, we can get a 70-inch out of there. What's happening?
Hey, I'll holler at you. got you.
Yeah, we'll talk about it
just
off camera.
distract.
Talk
Hey,
about it
y'all,
off camera.
hey, on
Yeah,
the
I
real.
just done told everybody.
Wait,
Man,
damn,
right,
all
what's
that.
up,
My
man?
We'll
TV
get
just
a
went out.
32 for Kenya too.
Yeah, see,
I don't want no 32. I need another because he keep on telling me your YouTube.
We
TV.
can't take 220. We can't take 270. Come on now.
Push it outside though.
Ain't that some-
I'll be
ain't that-
right there in front of it.
I know I watched the Crawford Spence fight on my TV. I watched the Crawford Spence fight on my TV, and them niggas was the same size. So I need a bigger TV.
That's
so
crazy.
y'all make sure.
This nigga said
Give
FBI.
me
ain't the
one. I
chat.
need about an 82. Give me about an 82 in.
Man, look, I don't need a big ass TV. But no, just I got the stuff that we got going on. I'm gonna keep it, close on that one because I need y'all to be ready to come out and support when we do push it out there. But got some stuff in the pipeline, man. I'll be traveling the latter part of this year, so y'all just keep an eye out, man. I'll be telling you as things go on as we continue the new season of TMI news and stuff. But before I get off and we're done, I promise I want to say thank you myself, my brother in comedy, Cap Hill. It's always a pleasure, shoot the shit with you, and then it's also great to watch you on stage, man. I really wanted to bring up a joke that you did, but I can't because I know you're gonna do it again, man. But the last show we did together, Laugh Mania.
Yeah, man.
My
Beautiful
mama
time.
still remember this dude.
Oh yeah.
My mama still remember this dude as that boy that took his shoes
They
off.
took his shoes off. I'm like, this nigga did the Usher. I'm like, ain't this a God, this nigga that came about his shoes.
He tickled me the way he took his shoes off and strutted off the stage.
Yeah. That was the joke right there. But y'all got to see it, man. Y'all got to see it.
Yeah, buddy.
I will say this, man. If you up to it, because me and Tate, we trying to go back home. But we've been talking about it since last season. But we definitely trying to go home. And in order to go home, I want to bring some fire. And your name is definitely at the top of my list. Is somebody to come up there and shit like that.
And I'm always ready, my brother.
Gotcha. That's all I want to know.
Cap is like the first dude I call. I ain't gonna lie. When I got something outside of my NCWO brother, I call Cap. I'm gonna tell you just like this, y'all. I actually got some shit going on. So
big shit.
This Saturday, hold on, I gotta get past this Saturday first. Because this Saturday, man, I'll be the host at Keisha Tucker, All Kind of Sewing 10th year fashion show. She is a designer from New York Fashion Week. She's been out of the country for it. And this is her 10th year celebrating. Anytime you see me with any custom gear with the bold and driven face or anything on there, that is my person. That's my designer. So thank you, Keisha Tucker. And I'm going to definitely be there to honor you. Now, at the same time, your boy is in a movie, and the red carpet is actually at the same time as the fashion show. So I'm gonna be doing double duty, racing down Highway 35, I think it is, to get to Michael W. Green, the Sharing Circle, red carpet. Man, y'all come, y'all check that out as well, because trust and believe that movie gonna do something to you. And I'm talking about it's gonna have some it's gonna make you think a little bit. Then after that, man, October 12th, on my daughter's birthday, celebrating the 24th anniversary of me being a parent, I am actually on Torrey Hart and Friends show up there in Plano. Hold on, let me get the information. Damn, phone would time out right now, piece of shit.
Mic drop.
All right, comedy. Now, mic drop comedy. That's right. Cap, no, because he been there several times. Separate. So, Mic Drop Comedy, man, October 12th. Get y'all tickets, man, at micdropcomedyplano.com. Mr. TMI is coming out, and I'm telling y'all, man, hey, regardless of how the turnout is, I'm trying to destroy the piece of stage that they give me. I promise y'all that.
Oh, they coming.
Yeah,
I promise y'all that. Right. So get your tickets. That's right. Torrey Hart is coming out, is hosting. Hope Flood is the headliner, and none other than Comedian Q is the feature. So y'all get ready, man. We coming, man. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all finna find out. Y'all finna find out. For those who don't know about me, y'all finna find out.
Let's do it.
So, in saying that, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up TMI News. We back, baby. Yes. New season. We don't know what the fuck season we in, but we in this bitch. Ain't that
one of them?
Season 2 for me. So
about 7.
Okay.
Can you be about season 7?
I don't know. I'm just here.
Words of wisdom.
Again, y'all tune in next week. We're gonna have a hot topic. I think Kenya B gonna bring us the topic next week.
Emma.
But if she don't, I got a fire. I got some fire. So y'all come tune in next week. Also, y'all, YouTube is the place to be. For some reason, Facebook is absolutely tripping when I go live. They don't show nobody that I'm live, or they put it as only me. Why is that an option, Facebook? Only me. Why the hell would I want to go live and just look at me? So I don't know what I did to Facebook, but I want to say I want to change the F for Facebook. That's kind of what I'm feeling right about now. So y'all come on over to YouTube. That's where we're gonna be. We pretty soon are gonna be on TikTok as soon as I figure that out, and we are on Twitch. The difference 2175. So in saying that, fellas, y'all good? Anybody got anything else to say?
If you can't get yourself a 10, can't get yourself a 10, the least you can do is fuck your 5-2s. I'm out.
That's right. No Charlie Kirk jokes. We out of here, y'all. Peace. Can you be? You supposed to hit the button.
I'm fit.
Yeah, I was like, wait,